Hello's is VBM. Hello's is VBM. First train. Don't look very dark, so it probably stop again. Should have said the bottom and the top of the next one. When it's drier, when it's meant to be drier for now, Alex.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. But even when we met up with Jenny, mate, we're in the back. Paul?
Hello, and welcome aboard the City Sightseeing Bournemouth tour. Your route today takes us to Pool Quay via Sandbanks. Please remain seated whilst the bus is moving and ring the bell if you wish to get off at any of the stops along the route. We look forward to showing you the best of the local area and telling you about the history and the people who helped shape it into what it is today. Be sure to hold on to your ticket, which entitles you to 10% off any other city sightseeing tour operated in over 100 locations around the world. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask the driver, who will only be too happy to help. But please only do this when the bus has stopped.
Maybe GD said the next one. Yeah, maybe GD said next time.
Beach is 9.5 miles long, stretching from Sandbanks in the west to Hillsborough Head in the east. To our left are the lower gardens with the Bourne Street from which the town gets its name. The name comes from the Scottish bird meaning the lower stream or river. Bournemouth writers the local parks department have its own nurseries and a team of dedicated gardeners and greenkeepers tending to more than 1,000 hectares of green space. Hotel in Bournemouth. It was opened on the day of Queen Victoria's coronation in June 1838.
Sightseeing.
As we travel down Westover Road, to our left is the Art Deco Pavilion Theatre, now nearly 100 years old. Plays, musicals, concerts and comedy. Also the Hampton Pavilion down to the southwest, an inspirational charity that has, in the last 10 years, allowed more than 500,000 people from every section of society to experience dance. Look up to the right for more Art Deco buildings that used to house a number of hotels, an ice rink and 2 cinemas. One, the Bournemouth, saw the Beatles play a 6-night residency in the summer of 1963, just before Beatles
Who's that? You're Sylvia. God, see sightseeing.
Bournemouth Square is really considered the centre of the town, with the main department stores and meeting places. Now pedestrianised for many years, it's the main intersection where 7 roads from the north to the east
Didn't get on GD7 around a second last week, eh?
buildings surrounding the square were lost due to bombing during the Second World War. East and Bournemouth to the west. Through the centre, you see the garden stretching inland in one direction and down to the seafront in the other, making it a mile-long main corridor. Which gives Bournemouth its name. Former Prime Minister Winston Churchill holidayed in Bournemouth as a child, hoping to sail a model boat in the Surrey. Shortly coming up on our left is the new cinema and restaurant complex, and this was once the site of the town's bus station, which was so large it had 2 levels. Between the 1930s and the 1970s, the bus station was buzzing with holiday makers during the summer months. However, it was badly damaged by a fire in June 1976. Although around 80 buses on the upper level managed to be driven out, 16 coaches on the lower level were destroyed, and the building was finally demolished.
Not as
in
bad as
1982.
GD said. GD said's well bad, eh? That of the next one.
When we leave the square and head back up the hill towards the seafront, look out for a white turreted building on the left.
GD said we were treated out, so.
It's on the site of the very first house which was built in the town by the founder of Bournemouth, Lewis Tregonwell. For many years, this area was open heathland, but by the 1790s, smugglers were using the area to move in Cromwell was stationed here as a commander, and his job was to defend against a possible French invasion and to also help combat the smugglers. The area's most famous is in Cromwell. In 1810, Cromwell had retired from service as a Dorset Ranger, and more than his wife Henrietta came from which fell in love with St Hughes. The young Prince of George Tabs built their summer residence.
As we travel up Priory Road, we head up onto the West Highway. This area has an extremely wide choice of hotels and guest houses. There is something for everyone, from young persons budget accommodation costing £20 a night, through to the very expensive and very plush Marriott Highcliffe, a choice of politicians attending party conferences, standing on the left, just above a lift to the beach. The very big investments in more hotels, bars and restaurants reflect Bournemouth's potential as the South Coast's leading resort, and the fact that the area is very busy on weekends throughout the year. Now the next roundabout, notice the mature pine trees that dominate the street scene from here on. 200 years ago, Bournemouth looked very different. It would have been bare and sunny heathland, like much of the New Forest to the east, Dorset to the west. The red landowners started with 3 million pines. This was partly to replenish the country's timber stocks after the wars with the French, and partly to cash in on the supposed health benefits of the sea air blowing through the pine needles. By the 1880s, the transformation was complete. The Dorset writer Thomas Hardy called Bournemouth sandboard in his novel Tess of the Devil Hills, and described it as a Mediterranean landing place in the English Channel. Truer and truer, especially in the
Let's drive deeper into the pine woods along a purpose-built scenic drive with amazing views of the coastline. If the air is clear, a fine view is coming up on the left of the white chalk cliffs of Old Harry at the end of the Isle of Purbeck. The road follows
God,
valleys
thank you for
called
that too.
chines, transformed
Oh,
by
someone
the
found it
erosion of
down.
the sand and gravel into lush microclimates that entice the visitor to explore. We're following Durley Chine, and we will cross over Middle Chine and Allen Chine before meeting more of them later. These chines
Who was
provided
it?
cover for smugglers moving contraband inland.
Dodgy.
Smuggling was not so much a cottage industry as serious organised crime. To avoid paying tax on drink and tobacco,
Unless you wanted the normal bus.
smuggling depended on lists of local men to receive the goods from boats and hide them if required before wider distribution. The area was littered with tunnels and secret chambers to stash the contraband. The biggest boss of them all was Isaac Oliver, who led a small army decked out in his own livery. When his home was demolished, it was found to contain secret
Even be getting on now,
accessible through a door 10 feet up a chimney.
Ankle was the first spot.
The bus will be slowing down to cross some bridges and then across the chines. The most famous of the bridges was a rustic walkway where an accident occurred in 1892 that could have dramatically changed the whole course of history. The future Prime Minister of the time, Winston Churchill, was attending his They chose to climb the bridge. He tried to jump across to a fir tree. He lost his grip and fell 30 feet to the ground below. He was unconscious for 3 days and bedbound for 3 months.
Chines provide a microclimate that allows plants from Australia New Zealand, South Africa, Asia and South America to flourish. These award-winning tropical gardens were first established in the 1920s
And the
were
age
planted
should be
in
different on
1996. Full of
using different on that one. It'll
the plant from Mexico that is the basic ingredient
so
of
if it's
tequila.
VBJ, so we'll be getting on VBJ and GT said we'll be getting on
Substance that produced in
two funnies when it's
to
cold.
fix the colour of dyed cloth, soften the temporary process. Mine didn't carry on that long, but some claim that the first chemical industry in Britain was
It's a horn at a different place on this one. Is the horn at a different place on this one? You sure it. Get on that. He's hit. Oh, that was two, that was. Live on it, actually, he said.
Another famous resident of the Chines was Robert Louis Stevenson, the adventure story writer best known for Treasure Island. He came to Bournemouth for his health, lived close to here for 3 years in the 1880s, producing the strange case
Mummy,
of
is that
Lion. The success of these works allowed him to travel to Samoa in search of even better health, but he died there in 1894. He called his house here Skerryville, after a Scottish lighthouse built by his family. Skerryville was destroyed during the Second World War, but you can visit a memorial garden on the site.
It's VBM it. We did get on it this VBM, we did get on this. Let's see. And so, I'll be able to film all of this one and the next one. As long as I don't film later Paul Kitty. It breaks it to me. That's more than 7, but that's... No,
As we come to West Bournemouth, elegant houses of rich and affluent area with immense window shops,
first one.
is known as known to its residents as the village, and is admired for the friendly atmosphere of its streets and arcades. It has such a great reputation that people come from all over Bournemouth and Poole to eat and drink here. Westbourne is also home to some of the best pubs in Bournemouth, a great place to sample the very best of British beer, real ale from local producers like Hall, Woodhouse, or the Ringwood Brewery.
These days, you can see the offices of an insurance company, Liverpool
and Victoria in the centre, but for many years this was the boundary between the counties of Dorset to the west and Hampshire to the east. In 1974, Bournemouth and Christchurch were incorporated into Dorset, boosting the size of the small county enormously. Today, roughly half of Dorset's population, 700,000, lives in the poor Bournemouth conurbation.
I knew Angle would have this one, I knew. He always has this one, he always, with the half stop. Marek doesn't like the half, he does, he's not on the half, oh, it's GT's head up to the tunnel. I reckon there'll be more traffic on the next one, I think.
Also on the beach is an elegant restaurant that is especially known for its variety of fresh fish daily. It's in an Art Deco building of the 1930s, which housed the country's first solarium, offering artificial sunshine under ultraviolet lamps all year round.
It's very bumpy.
If you got to the right of the plan, you can see the start of the longest journeys around Sandwich. It stretches inland for a mile and a half and is said to have been a regular route for smugglers and work. One visitor who appreciated the walks here was the poet John Petchman. The asphalt paths of bright sunshine, embracing scented air like strong compound. The houses either side of which make up some of the biggest plots in the area, affording maximum privacy, making them very desirable and
Enjoy the
Homes, electric gates, swimming pools and supercars in the room. In this area of pool, comparisons with Beverly Hills are not.
good Marek's working today, it's good. It's NX05 Marek. Every of us who've never been on before Marek's one.
If you wish to visit Hampton Acres Gardens, you're ready to walk around the village and hop off just after it. After a few minutes, you're wandering around 7 distinct ornamental gardens, including an Italian garden and a Japanese garden with spectacular views across Poole Harbour. Someone has worked out that the average wealth for residents of Canada Cliffs is within the top 2%.
What moves that? 60. Yeah, it's very 60 that going on there. And as it does is, yeah.
To towards Poole Harbour, with many fabulous new houses being built on the side.
I think in September we might go on VBJ, I reckon.
Yeah. What have you VBJ?
Sandbanks already on this one, Marie. Let's take a quick. Been on GD7 and this one this year so far. 230s we've been on. I reckon it'll play these music. Yes, it's always had this.
At the bottom of the hill, turning to Singapore, reaching the shore. This is the second largest
Sightseeing.
after Singapore in Australia. You'll see that it is popular
This is going to be the winter bed.
The biggest area
Still had to go past all the others. Yeah, it was. I go wish he did that, but I wish he Still have to come back to that bit. VBM first, Sunday till Golf Club Service. That's it, even we did both. And exercise night, second one.
currents that run through the harbour entrance, the ferry pulls itself along on two large chains. When the chains are worn out, they're used by local fishermen to move up moorlands and back. The ferry became to build fabulous properties. Many lived in near well-known people such as Sheriff Redknapp. Harry is a local treasure in these parts because in his time he's managed Bournemouth, Southampton and Portsmouth.
EU05 VBM. Coming up to the very windy bit. Maybe it's also not busy because the kids are back today. So we picked a right day to go on it. We under a month it'd be another season. So it is an open top to do from East to Holiday. So it is.
Brownsea Island is across the water to our left. Which is
Get good, really.
Brownsea Castle at the end of the island is leased to the John Lewis Partnership, the owners of the Waitrose supermarket chain and the John Lewis department stores. It's used for training and as a retreat for staff to stay in and enjoy sharing it with the rising peacocks and squirrels and the daydreams of home. The island is one of the few places in southern England where squirrels survive because grey squirrels have never been introduced to the island. The island used to have a greenway and pottery, but all activity had ended.
Vid Nanny's going out for dinner with me and everything today. Oh, that's what we're not about. We'll still be filming something that Saturday. And if it's raining, we can always sit on the bottom and we can always do a round trip. We can always. We can still do sightseeing. That is a good route, that is. We can still do CS we can. Oh my god. Hold on to your hats, it might blow off. hopefully on that Saturday it'll be a bit warmer. Hopefully on that. Hopefully on that. It'll be I'm going another drive on that Saturday. It'll be and I reckon it. Nearly at the tunnel on this one, wasn't it? And then all stops filming to angle actually goes when we're back at the pit here until the action.
Successful, the special steam trains from London can now run occasionally between London and Swanage.
On the bridge Marek tooted on doing this one over there. It's this one. Do you reckon April won't do it? No! It'll be the next one if anyone does. It'll be the next. No, VBM won't. It's GV7's going to. I like the engine on this one. It's this tunnel. Did This has got an ankles bus as well. It's going to be GTZ the next one. It's confused. Wonderful meet at Girl tickets selling before GTZ comes. Smack there. Something
Christchurch
smacked
in
me.
2019 with the formation
Oh,
of
that's
BC
where these little pictures been moved down.
limestone in 1931 in the Art Deco style. On the outside, this will
I will have to say out on
lead
TV,
buttering
I don't
24
want
superb sculptured stone reefs depicting historical events
without
from
the
the
all
earliest times to the
person
20th
who's down in
century.
NHS.
Poole Park was constructed on land given to people of Poole by Lord Whitmore.
We'll be at Paul Key soon.
Edward, Prince of
Put it
Wales
away.
in 1890.
I bet Marion's wait to be longer for
The area is well
Naples.
used by locals and visitors alike. If you fancy stretching your legs, there is a flat half-hour walk from here to Poole Quay.
The Romans made a supply base in the harbour when they invaded 2,000 years ago, but until Norman time, 2,000 years later, Wareham was the more important port. In the Middle Ages, Poole suffered raids by Spanish and French attackers, and gained some prosperity when it won the right to export wool, a product so vital to the country's economy that even today the Speaker of the House of Lords has a symbolic sack of wool as his throne. After the new colonies in North America had been founded, Poole had lucrative trade exporting all kinds of provisions, including tobacco pipes made of clay from around the harbour. But the real money spinner was trading dried cod from Newfoundland to the Catholic countries of Europe to meet their demand for fish in exchange for wine and olive oil from the Mediterranean. This made local merchants vastly rich and explains the opulent houses of St. Quay and Poole. But 200 years ago, other ports took over this trade, and Poole dwindled in importance as its harbour proved too shallow for the new generation of ships.
To our left is the main Poole bus station, and to our right is the lighthouse, Poole's centre for the arts. Housing a variety of different performance spaces, it is one of the largest art centres outside of London. As well as being home to the world-famous Bournemouth Symphony Orchestra, it is also hosted performance bands. Too, you'll see his English Tina Turner. Michael Jackson even played the venue early in his career as part of the Jackson 5. In front of us is the large Barclays House. The iconic building has dominated the centre of London for 40 years and, at its peak, employed more than
Number
2,500
25.
people. Locally,
That's my son always on.
you certainly know someone who did. To our left is the Barclays
Said, have you never been on GT said before? That'd be your first time. for your lunch.
We will soon be at Poole Quay, where the bus will turn left before stopping outside the Visit Hotel. Please remain seated until the bus has come to a stop. If you have a bus and boat combination ticket, please head straight to the blue City Cruises kiosk back along the quayside to reserve your place on the preferred sailing. There are lots of things to see and do on Poole Quay, but be sure to take a walk through the old town and see some of the historic buildings, with the oldest, Scaplan's Court, next to the Poole Museum, dating back to the 13th century. The bus will leave from this stop on the hour every hour, and the last departure of the day is at 6 o'clock. If the quay is closed later for an event, please use the alternative stop by the multi-storey Quay Visitors car park.
That's it. It's a break. Wait, turn his engine off. Well, we didn't. Here you go. Filmed the first part of Angle's trip. Shorter video from what I thought it was going to be. Shorter.